I'm sorry, who are you again?
I'm just a white indie author sitting in front of my camera, hoping to find readers that want to hear the white voice.
The white voice. Definitely doesn't sound racist, but go on.
All of my characters in my books are white. I wrote it this way because I have the white voice and I want to spread it. And so that you can learn about white culture and respect white culture.
I'm really hoping you define what white culture is, because I've never actually heard of white culture. I've heard of British culture and French culture and German culture, but I've never heard of white culture.
And I think it's really important because the white culture is just crapped on all the time. We hear things like, oh, you don't even have culture, and what is your culture? Just slavery? You know what I'm talking about because you've heard it too.
I cannot wait for this woman to define what white culture is, but I will very quickly say that some white people were enslavers and other white people were abolitionists. If you as a white person identify more with enslavers than with abolitionists, you're telling on yourself. But please, oh white author and white voice woman, tell us, what is white culture?
But anyway, back to my books. I'd like to cover just a little bit about them. Willow is a 24-year-old broken woman.
Okay, so now we're learning about white culture, and the first thing you're telling us is that white people are broken.
She gets into a marriage too quickly.
Who get married too quickly. So it's white culture to get married too quickly. Okay.
And things start to unravel when she learns about his dark secrets and she feels trapped.
So white men, according to this woman who has a white voice, is that white men have dark secrets.
She does embark on a love affair with a guy that she meets at a book club.
So white culture is now going to book clubs and cheating on your husband with another presumably white man.
But is he who he says he is?
Who also has dark secrets, because apparently white culture says that all white men have dark secrets, according to this white author right here.
These are domestic psychological thrillers told from multiple point of views, and one of them is actually from the point of view of an unknown stalker.
So now we have a fourth white character who is a stalker. This is your argument for white culture?
Thank you, and support white authors.
The funniest part about all of this is not just that she's painted a picture of white people as those who cannot be faithful to their spouses, those who have dark secrets, those who are deceptive, those who stalk you when you're not looking, but that a New York Times study found that more than 95% of published books are by white authors. So this white woman having difficulty getting published or getting traction is not because white people don't have support. In fact, they're overly represented by a massive amount. It's because she's just a terrible writer. And she's demonstrating the epitome of whiteness in America, that when you've had privilege your entire existence, equality feels like oppression.